What's going on, guys? My name is Mike. I'm the founder of hexmarket.com. We are the world's first NFT marketplace that allows you to mint art and attach, in this case, the Poly token that's up and coming for Maximus DAO. So without further ado, I wanted to introduce that we are offering support for the Poly token once it gets released, and individuals can sacrifice their, or not sacrifice really, but to add Hedron into mint Poly. And so the question is, once you have this Poly, what are some options that you can do with it? And one of which being that you can lock it up. So in this video, I want to showcase how we can create beautiful art and attach Poly token to it and put a time lock on it as well. So for example, maybe you don't want to, you want to protect yourself against yourself and want to ultimately, lock it up for a couple of years. And so without further ado, let's hop right into it. So first and foremost, as you guys know, we need to mint some art here. Now, if you've seen any of the previous videos, you know that I don't have a lot of art to showcase. So bear with me as I show this. All right, so with the lock period, in this case, let's say I want to lock up my my Poly tokens for a year. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to create a staking ladder, or I'm sorry, we're going to mint 365 days. This is a lock period. I'm going to put in Poly here for demo purposes. Poly DAO. All right, go ahead and mint this art. So once again, we're minting art. We're putting a lock period on this NFT art where we can add collateral or our Poly token. We can't remove it. If we try to remove it, it's going to charge us a hefty fee, which I won't get into in this video. But ultimately, you don't want to necessarily do that. All right, so I'm going to wait until this ultimately mints, and then we'll showcase how we can actually add the Poly to it. All right, actually perfect timing. Now we just minted the art. Give that a second to load. All right, so we just minted the art. As you guys can see here, we have Poly down below here. So in order to add Poly to this NFT that's locked for 365 days, we can click on Add Assets, add ERC20. One thing to point out, this is really designed for Pulse chain. We're just waiting for mainnet. But in the meantime, we thought it would be fun to launch it on Ethereum, hence ERC20. But soon this will be PRC20. So we'll click on this and we'll choose Poly. And once again, guys, this is a demo account or a dummy smart contract. These aren't actually real Poly tokens. This is just for example purposes. So I'm going to go ahead and add, 100 of my Poly tokens to this, and go ahead and first we need to approve it, and then secondly we can attach it. So I'm going to go ahead and to click on approve, wait for that to go through, and once that goes through, then we can move it to actually attaching it. And just for your information, if you were to what we call emergency unlock it, we charge 0.369 ETH per transaction to withdraw it, per collateral to withdraw. So ultimately, bottom line, if you guys make a commitment to the smart contract that you're locking up any collateral into this, I recommend just sticking to the promise, but you do have a hefty fee that you can pay if you needed that collateral back. So that's good information as well. All right, so now we just added, let's see here. In theory, Poly should have been added, and here we go. We just added 100 of Poly tokens. That's locked for 1 year, so I can't touch this for 1 year unless want to do an emergency unlock. Obviously, this Hopium, there's no actual real market value yet because Poly doesn't exist as of now, but this is where it would be displayed. And what's cool about this, guys, is you can always sell this later. You can always do as you wish, move it to another wallet. A cool feature that a lot of people don't know about, but let's say you wanted to create a staking ladder of Poly tokens, right? So like every year. So this is a 365 day. Let's say I wanted to create another one. What I would do is I would go back, create another art piece, and in the days field, I would add, like let's say I wanted to do a 5-year staking ladder. So you would convert it to days, but ultimately put it in here. So then you have a bunch of these, these different. So like using this example, let's pretend each one of these had, 100 Poly tokens, and this is year 1, year 2, year 3, right? We just go down the list. What we can then do is take all that, and we can actually go ahead and click on Add Assets, click on Add NFT, and then as you can see in this example, we can actually go ahead and click on all the different HSIs and then combine them into one. So now you can create a staking ladder of your Poly tokens, group them into one, and if you want to sell that staking ladder at a later date, you can, but it just consolidates it and it's all locked up. So it's pretty cool. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Check us out on Twitter, Telegram, and looking forward to hearing what you guys think. We're super excited once Poly, we can actually start minting Poly, and hopefully you have your Hedron bags ready. Alrighty, guys, take care. Bye.